Sharks and piranhas attack campers on land. The demise of the Medici Bank is linked to the real Illuminati. Scientists unveil that the birds and the bees are the true cause of spring cleaning. This is Radio Con City News. You are listening to Radio Con City News on Radio Con City. The station is so intense that we are only allowed 5 minutes of airtime every month. Our top story this month: Con County's top tourist resort Camp Black Lake has been ordered to close by the sheriff of Black Lake due to the gruesome incident that took place within the camp. According to witnesses, campers were attacked by a flock of sharks and piranhas. Most bafflingly, the campers were attacked on the shore, with the piranhas and sharks leaping out of the water and onto the victims, and then jumping on land from camper to camper. While there were no fatalities, the campers suffered severe injuries, most notably Jeremy Sloan, nephew of local fishery magnate Albert Sloan. The young man, currently sedated and awaiting surgery, is suspected to have been the instigator of the attack, as both the sheriff and his own uncle believe he poured some kind of substance into the water which agitated the fish. Environmentalists believe that no party drug can give sharks the ability to jump like rabbits, and fear that the sharks of Black Lake have undergone some kind of chemically induced mutation, heralding an environmental catastrophe. The sheriff of Black Lake believes this is nothing more than paranoia, and the camp is expected to reopen to the public in due course of time. New records leaked from the secret library of the real Illuminati have revealed that they were indirectly responsible for the collapse of the famous Medici Bank. According to the records, after the Wars of the Roses, the real Illuminati turned to Lorenzo de' Medici for financial support in order to fill up their empty treasury. While Lorenzo reportedly agreed to help his longtime allies, he left all details to Francesco Sassetti. Unbeknownst to Lorenzo, Sassetti hated the real Illuminati, and his hatred ran so deep that he would rather see the bank go bankrupt than give the real Illuminati the funding they asked for. While the Medici Bank survived Sassetti's machinations, it did not stay in business very long, and members of the real Illuminati, who took pride in being the inventors of manipulation and backstabbing, cowered in shame of having been manipulated by a banker into accumulating sizable debts. New research performed at the University of Con City has proven that spring cleaning is caused by birds, bees, and pollen. As explained by Professor Van der Bishop, leader of the research project, the vast majority of dust in our living rooms enters our homes the very moment we first open our windows in the spring. Most of this dust is pollen, driven into the air by sexually overcharged bees who, while doing their job as pollinators, inevitably lose some of the pollen they are gathering and scatter it into the air during quality time with their significant others. The extreme amount of pollen in the air is then driven into our homes by the flapping of bird wings. Since birds are even more sexually overcharged in the spring than bees, they flap their wings very fast, resulting in a maelstrom of pollen finding its way into our homes the very moment we open a window in the spring. The details of the professor's research are available in his popular science article, "Why the Birds and the Bees and the Flowers Are Responsible for the Most Exhausting Household Chore in the History of Mankind." And now, sports. Brock the Bull, undefeated heavyweight champion of the Greenville Bullfighting Organization, has defeated Matador Evan Swift by forfeit when the Matador no-showed the event. Furious fans in attendance voiced their displeasure of the cancellation of the bullfight. In order to avoid another riot, GBO officials asked the audience whether one of them might wish to challenge Brock the Bull. Of the hundreds who raised their hands, one brave young man in the front row was chosen, whose name is yet to be made known to the public. GBO officials had him sign a hold harmless agreement and allowed him into the arena, where Brock the Bull eviscerated him in 2 minutes and 19 seconds to a thunderous ovation. No word as yet on when or if Evan Swift is expected to face the victorious champion. Those were this month's headlines. This is Radio Con City News, signing off. For more totally authentic news, including the true history of the real Illuminati and the cutting-edge research of Professor Van der Bishop, go to www.concitypress.com right now.